Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome, selamat datang di program Nasya, World Encyclopedic Showtime Madrasah Nasya Sarimulyo. Program ini akan membahas tentang sejarah peradaban dan kebudayaan negara-negara dari seluruh dunia.
Welcome to West Nasya MTS Nard Lotus Southern Sarimulyo. In this video you will learn about the history and culture about Java Island. Java is one of the greater Sunda Islands in Indonesia. It is bordered by the Indian Ocean to the south and the Java Sea to the north. With a population of 151.6 million people, Java is the world's most populous island, home to approximately 56% of the Indonesian population. Indonesia's capital city, Jakarta, is on Java's northwestern coast. Many of the best-known events in Indonesian history took place on Java. It was the center of powerful Hindu-Buddhist empires, the Islamic sultanates, and the core of the colonial Dutch East Indies. Java was also the center of the Indonesian struggle for independence during the 1930s and 1940s. Java dominates Indonesia politically, economically and culturally. 4 of Indonesia's 8 UNESCO World Heritage Sites are located in Java: Ujung Kulon National Park, Borobudur Temple, Prambanan Temple, and Sangiran Early Man Site. Formed by volcanic eruptions due to geologic subduction of the Australian plate under the Sunda Plate, Java is the 13th largest island in the world and the 5th largest in Indonesia by landmass at about 138,800 square kilometers, 53,600 square miles. A chain of volcanic mountains is the east-west spine of the island. 4 main languages are spoken on the island: Javanese, Sundanese, Madurese, and Betawi. Javanese and Sundanese are the most spoken. Java is divided into 4 administrative provinces: Banten, West Java, Central Java, and East Java, and 2 special regions, Jakarta and Yogyakarta. The origins of the name Java are not clear. One possibility is that the island was named after the Jawawood plant, which was said to be common in the island during the time, and that prior to Indianization the island had different names. The natural environment of Java is tropical rainforest, with ecosystems ranging from coastal mangrove forest on the north coast, rocky coastal cliffs on the southern coast, and low-lying tropical forest to high-altitude rainforest on the slopes of mountainous volcanic regions in the interior. The Javan environment and climate gradually alters from west to east, from wet and humid dense rainforest in western parts, to a dry savanna environment in the east, corresponding to the climate and rainfall in these regions. The Trumar and Sunda kingdoms of western Java appeared in the 4th and 7th centuries respectively, while the Kalinga kingdom sent embassies to China starting in 640. 33, 53, 79. However, the first major principality was the Mataram kingdom, that was founded in central Java at the beginning of the 8th century. Mataram's religion centered on the Hindu god Shiva, and the kingdom produced some of Java's earliest Hindu temples on the Jang Plateau. Around the 8th century, the Sailendra dynasty rose in Kedu Plain and became the patron of Mahayana Buddhism. This ancient kingdom built monuments such as the 9th century Borobudur and Prambanan in central Java. Around the 10th century, the center of power shifted from central to eastern Java. The eastern Javanese kingdoms of Kediri, Singasari and Majapahit were mainly dependent on rice agriculture, yet also pursued trade within the Indonesian archipelago, and with China and India. Majapahit was established by Wijaya, 33-201, and by the end of the reign of Hayam Wuruk, R. 1350-89, it claimed sovereignty over the entire Indonesian archipelago, although control was likely limited to Java, Bali, and Madura. Hayam Wuruk's prime minister, Gajah Mada, led many of the kingdom's territorial conquests. 234 previous Javanese kingdoms had their power based on agriculture. However, Majapahit took control of ports and shipping lanes and became Java's first commercial empire. With the death of Hayam Wuruk and the coming of Islam to Indonesia, Majapahit went into decline. Islam became the dominant religion in Java at the end of the 16th century. During this era, the Islamic kingdoms of Demak, Cirebon, and Banten were ascendant. The Mataram Sultanate became the dominant power of central and eastern Java at the end of the 16th century. The principalities of Surabaya and Cirebon were eventually subjugated such that only Mataram and Banten were left to face the Dutch in the 17th century. Thus a brief description of the island of Java. As Javanese, we must be proud and must uphold the customs and culture of our ancestors. See you again in the next time. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.